So today I'll be talking about how you raise your kids with love and at the same time know when to let go of some level of control in the authority position that you assume in their life for just being their parent. And when you let that go, you assume a different role that are more advisory. So for instance, when you give birth to your child, and your child, from newborn to grows to, toddler stage, advances to, school age, then adolescent, and you move on to teenage. People usually say the most difficult period of children upbringing is when they are toddlers and teenage. So there's something very important every parent needs to know. The first 7 years of your kids are the times you instill values in them. You don't want a grown child to have some certain values, but when they were young, you are not exemplifying those values that you want them. When they are growing, that first 7 years, whatever value you want to your child, model it. Let them see it in you because you are the first teacher. Model those values. Let them see it in you constantly. And you are doing that while you're also showing them love. For instance, you want a child that is accountable. You want a child that is responsible, but you yourself are not being accountable. You're not being responsible. You're not going to grow such value in that child. So when you model that, at some point, you'll find out that there's a room for you to instill in that child how to be not just responsible, how to understand that there are consequences for actions. If you understand what I mean, because at that time when the child now understands that there are consequences for actions for whatever people do, you can now be certain that they have some level of understanding where you can allow them to make decisions. Yes, you say, oh, you should be there to always tell them exactly what to do. No. When you tell them exactly what to do all the time, they don't have the opportunity to build confidence. Let them make decisions. Allow them to make their mistakes and learn from it. That way you're building confidence, independence in them. And the moment you see that they now understand that change, that particular phase of life, that is when you should start shifting from the role of being an authority, like the authority that you are as a parent. Start shifting from that role to the role of an advisor. Because there's a difference between an authority figure in somebody's life and an advisor. Because you know how the authority is about control. It's about, telling people what to do. But the moment you become an advisor, you assume the role of advisory and advising. At that point, the child understands that you are not just there to, guide them around, tell them what to do every damn second. They understand that you trust them. They understand that you love them. And they understand that you are willing to support them because while you're advising, you're still providing support. While you're being an authority person, also you're still providing support. So the difference is the role you play. That way, when that child grows up, they understand that, yes, this person doesn't just love me. This is my parent, doesn't just love me. They advised me. They told me, even when they make mistake, you must have advised them. So they tend to kind of reciprocate the love even as they grow and you also grow older. So I thought this is something I should just share so we don't have to struggle a lot because a lot of people think the moment that the time they need to start, allowing kids to make their own decisions until when they become teenagers. No, because if you wait until they become teenagers, they might have gotten a lot of things wrong, based on the fact that you're just bossing them around, telling them what to do and what not to do. They haven't made any mistake as a child. How would they understand how to put those things right as a teenager or as a young adult? And guess what? Whatever they have before they become a teenager is very vital. Whatever values they have is quite vital to how they turn out as teenagers and young adults. I hope this information is useful for parents. Thank you. See you next time.